Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Concert Junkies with Rob and John. I'm John. Rob is behind the camera filming this
Hi,
episode.
guys.
And we're filming tonight with Natalie Farrell,
Hey.
local artist, New Jersey's own,
That's right.
queen of the Asbury Park scene.
Stop.
So,
How's it going?
good. So, I brought up Asbury Park. What's the Asbury Park scene was kind of, was kind of popping, then it died, now it's back again.
Yeah, they're calling it like the new Renaissance stage.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. I don't know. I even know how it started, to be honest. It was just a bunch of local musicians. They'd all get together at
Yeah.
local open mics, and then before we knew it, it just kind of blew up into this whole
It went
scene.
from nothing to just like locals.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really cool. I mean, it's definitely an up and coming thing. I mean, there's always new artists coming in every year.
Right.
All that good stuff, and there's a lot of people like working on independent record labels now,
Right.
and that's starting to make like a
Yeah.
big thing. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and it
the
was
scene.
big until I started to see you perform there. And I was like, okay, Asbury Park's coming back. And
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. I can't complain either.
Yeah. What's your
So-
favorite venue there that you're?
Oh man, favorite venue.
I've seen you play all over the place, but
That's a good question. As far as good sound wise, the Saint definitely
Saint,
has the
yeah.
best sound. Like it's by far. I love performing there. You hear yourself perfectly when you're on stage.
Okay.
The lighting's awesome.
yeah,
It's like a small enough venue too to fill out the capacity
Is it?
where it's like, wow, there's a lot of people here.
Right.
Even though it's kind of like a small kind of dive bar kind of thing, but it's like
Yeah.
a cool chill vibe. I really like that. Stone Pony too is
yeah. It
really
seems
awesome.
that place is kind of small too. So.
Yeah, but I love it. That's hard to put as far as favorite, but as far
Yeah.
as sound goes, the Saints definitely got
The
it.
Saint.
Yeah.
I've never been to the Saint or the Wonder Bar, so I can't say that.
Oh, you gotta go.
But I'm gonna go see you play there when you play there again.
Yeah, we're
The
doing
Asbury
a-
sounds pretty good too, though. When you go.
Asbury's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of want to keep it low key, because there's the ceilings are so high, so like the reverb
Okay.
definitely like hits home with you. So if you got like a full band, which we attempted last
Yeah.
time, it gets a little too loud.
I love that show you did with all the covers and the originals mixed together.
Thank you.
It was a perfect mix.
No, I'm glad. Thanks.
And it was funny
definitely.
because like the covers don't match the originals, but it's so perfectly balanced that was.
Yes, that's exactly
Yeah.
what I want. I like to keep the diversity going
Yeah.
where, not just one person who likes one
Right.
genre in particular wants to show up.
Yeah.
I mean, you love metal and you came through
Yeah, right.
and you enjoyed it, so it's like that kind of vibe.
Then again, it's ultimately up to you what you want to play because you're the artist.
That's true.
You gotta play what makes you happy. You can't just, well, some of my fans like metal, so I gotta play a metal song on this album.
Exactly.
You gotta do
yeah.
what's true to yourself and keep it.
You're right, definitely. I
Yeah.
try to keep it within that range of is this something I'm going to enjoy performing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's good. I can't complain, like I said.
So along those lines of what you perform, what kind of influences are you writing your music about?
Oh man, like music influence or like what kind of stuff influences my writing?
Let's go with both. I mean,
Okay.
let's start with the music part and go because
I got
I think
you.
like you're singer-songwriter, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
you have both.
Definitely. As
Can't
far
think of
as
all those things coming together, right?
yeah,
So it's-
absolutely.
Yeah.
As far as music influence goes, I'm a big fan of like Motown music. So like
Okay.
I love the Supremes, I love the Temptations. Like I could go on
Four
forever.
Tops.
Yeah, like I'm all about that
I grew
stuff.
up on that stuff. My dad was a huge fan of that. And
See,
so,
my mama loved that
Yeah.
stuff, but my dad also liked like classic rock, like Led Zeppelin, Rolling
Yeah.
Stones. So I wanted to try to find a way to combine the two,
Right.
but still give it that kind of bluesy kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Because I
definitely
did lean
noticed that.
towards that more
Yes,
when it came
notice that
down
in your
to
own
it.
songs, like the bluesy kind of.
Exactly. So
Mm.
so a lot of people say too, like, oh, you sound like Amy Winehouse, and she is a big influence of mine. I loved her lyrics, listening to
I've
her
heard that too,
songs.
yeah.
There's just so much emotion behind it,
Right.
which I guess leads to my songwriting aspect. It's just raw emotion, what I'm going through,
Right.
changes in life, what makes me grow as a person, certain things that like I feel like would make me seem like I'm at rock bottom, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I write that song to kind of pick me back up.
Right.
So it's almost like what will motivate you to just keep going? Like
Right.
don't give up. So when I feel like I'm ready to give up, like that's when like the best songs come out.
Yeah, like I noticed at the last show we were at, like I know you have a happy life and everything, but for all you Valentine's Day haters,
Yeah.
this is great.
I definitely call out the
Yeah.
negative stuff sometimes because not
Speaking of rock bottom and everything,
Yeah.
but I know you, I'm like when you said it, like I know you have a happy life, everything's
Yeah.
going great for you, and
But hey, like, yeah, you're
I
right.
don't want to get too personal, but I'm just going to keep it generic. But I know things are going great for you in life and everything.
Exactly.
And you're out there going, yeah, for those of you who hate Valentine's Day, yes, this song's going to make you feel good. So I was like, all right, I like this.
Well, I guess that was something I wanted to stand out with, too, because
Yeah.
it was a show about all the girls Valentine's Day getting
Yeah.
together, and it was the theme, Valentine's Day. And ultimately what it came down to was, cool, like, I want it to be a happy kind of vibe. Like, there's a lot of people here hanging out and stuff.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes you got to call out the people who aren't happy on this
Right.
holiday and, you know, kind of give them a shout out and be like, hey, like,
Right.
I support you. I totally understand. And I've been there before, so why not call you guys out?
Now, on the lines of those shows that we were talking about, like the Saint and like the small places that you've been to, we mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Do you recognize fans that come back to every show, or?
Oh, man.
I've always wondered that, like, as an artist, recognizes like.
I do, but it's hard because when you're in this scene, you have a lot of local musicians or music enthusiasts or photographers that you see around town a lot that come to the show. So it's almost like I see them anyway.
Right.
On a certain basis,
So
not a daily basis, but enough where I can be like, "Hey, how are you? Good to see you again," and stuff like that.
So it's more just that, like the musicians and the fans, or the photographers, or like the actual music fans that come to see it.
There was maybe one or two people I saw come back, I think twice on both separate occasions, and they're like, "Do you remember us?" I was like, "Oh my God, this is great!" Like, then that's like the best feeling ever because it's like, wow, you really liked my music that much that you wanted to come back.
I was gonna ask you about that too. Like, do you like seeing the?
It's such a good feeling. It's definitely like one of those feelings of like, wow, I accomplished something. I had somebody go home, listen to my music even more, like enough for them to want to come back and just hang out and be like, hey, like I enjoy your music. I'm here to listen. You know, vibe with the vibes. So, but yeah, it's awesome. I can't complain for sure.
No, I love going to your shows. It's like, remember the first show? Like, do you notice more people coming? So I know the first show we went to when I saw you, it was like maybe 10 people there.
Yeah.
And we went there. It was like a week and a half ago. Now I think.
And it was packed.
The place is packed. So you noticing that?
It was scary almost. I literally like at one point.
I didn't make you nervous, did I?
No. No, at one point though I did. I looked up because when I'm performing, I try not to pay too much attention because I do get stage nerves still. And I did. I looked up and I was like, holy shit. It was like all the way packed like to the entrance of like the hotel. I was pretty mind blown, and that was a great feeling. A lot of the more recent shows too that I've been performing at, even just a couple of months ago, we played back in September at the Saint, and I was so surprised with like the amount of people that showed up. And that was just like a one-off show too. It wasn't even like a theme like, hey, it's Valentine's Day or it's Halloween. It was just like show in September, and we packed the house, and it was great.
That's awesome.
It was awesome, and that's what you want, I guess, when you are performing in Asbury, because a lot of the owners of these venues like want to make sure that like, hey, are you bringing the crowd? Are you like doing what it takes to like be able to perform here? So
the more people you bring in, the better off you are. The more gigs you get.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the tactic behind it. Don't tell anybody.
And speaking of packing the house and like that, like I know like I go to a lot of gigs, like go to shows at Starlight Ballroom. Yeah. They'd hire local acts to maybe as the first two opening bands to like get the crowd warmed up as they're walking in. Yeah. Do you ever get those kind of gigs in Asbury Park where you're opening for like a major act where you're?
I'm actually opening for a touring act next Wednesday at the Wonder Bar. Okay. And I actually had to get approved by the Live Nation agent because it's being booked by Live Nation. Okay. So it was like it was cool. The girl who runs the shows at the Wonder Bar reached out to me. She was like, hey, I listen to your music. I really think you would jive with this kind of music, and this is a touring act. Would you be willing to open for her? Right. And at first I was like, it's a Wednesday night. And I was
you can't pass that up, though.
Yeah, I can. It was totally, and she's like, here, check out her page. This girl's got like over 40,000 like followers on Spotify. She's got the little blue check, like, hey, I'm legit. And it's just like, her music does. It's totally like my kind of vibe. Like, I fell in love with it. Yeah, no, the touring act is Haley Knox.
Haley Knox?
Yeah, Haley Knox.
They're trying to keep it a secret, so
no, no, it's well out there. You could check out my page on Facebook or Instagram. There's a nice little flyer of her right on my page, and yeah, I'm really excited to see her perform. I'm really excited to open. This is like my first kind of big show where I'm opening for somebody. Yeah, so that's it. That's the first one. But I have heard of the Starland stuff before. There's a DJ locally around in Asbury Park who I think played the Starland Ballroom recently.
So like just going there a lot. There's like headliner and like the tours, like the headliner and the supporting act, and there's like you see these bands like who are these guys?
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be me.
I'll still be there. Then you realize, oh yeah, they're local bands that they hire to get when the crowd comes in, get the crowd warmed up for the
exactly.
So
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good place to start though.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. I think it's definitely a good start, and hopefully it takes me a long way from there.
And we're with Natalie to help her promote her EP, Natalie.
Yay!
4-song EP.
Yes.
And there's another original that you didn't put on the EP, Mr. Officer.
Yeah, there's a single out now called Mr. Officer. It was released on Telegraph Hill Records compilation, which is the independent record label I'm currently on right now. And you could also check out other local Asbury bands, which is great. There's featuring Levy and the Oaks, there's the Burns, there's me. But it's great. Yeah, you should definitely check that out.
You know, I heard that song when you played it. I was like, it just like blew me away. It was totally different from everything else on the CD.
Know,
yeah. Like, oh my God, this is like wow.
It's definitely more of like a rock.
It was a rock or something. I was like unexpected.
I wanted to take it that route because it was just like cool. Everybody knows me for this bluesy vibe. Let's try something.
And if you want to see Exhale from the EP, there's video out for that.
Yeah.
Catch it on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube.
Definitely. Yeah, it's on YouTube, and that's the only video I have right now.
The only thing I have to complain about is you didn't invite me to be in the video. Big party, so you want to get to come party with you.
I'm sorry. To be honest, that was kind of on a wing there.
No, it looks like you had a good time shooting the video.
Yeah, no, it was great. I just knew that people were going to be there because that's a local open mic that everybody like started out at, and I was like, cool, like let's just go. And I had my producer, director, Andrea, who also plays drums for me.
Right.
She was like, cool, I'm just going to follow you around and you just do what you do. And that was all, like, there was all natural vibes, so.
It looks like you had like a great time. It's like, just like you and friends just hanging out.
Exactly, that's exactly
now we know that's what it was.
Yeah, no, it was that, and then there was the scene of when I actually played at House of Independence.
Okay.
We did a little bit of filming there, too.
I think it starts you on the boardwalk, right?
Yeah, and then we were on the Asbury Boardwalk. Yeah, you got it.
I know where this is.
That was a cold morning, though.
Was it?
Yeah, we had to get up at 6 a.m. so we can make sure that sun was in the background.
That's perfect. You looked nice, though.
Yeah.
Artistic.
But it was cool. It was a lot of fun, definitely. Had a good time.
So I don't want to keep you for too much longer. I know you have rehearsal to get to. But anywhere that wants to find your music, where can they find it at?
So like I said, you could check out my Facebook page. It is facebook.com/Natalie Farrell Music. You could go on Instagram.com. That's Natalie with 2 E's _Farrell, FARRELL. And then, of course, you could go on your Spotify and check it out from there.
And I'll put all the links down the bottom so you can check it all out.
Yeah, thanks.
And come check out Natalie play and definitely buy the EP.
Yes, thanks. I
listened to this like 5 times already.
It's like, it's here, check it.
Yes, I want to listen to this. And Exhale is like a great song. I knew you were going to play that last.
I love it,
I was waiting for that. I'm like, okay.
I have to. I feel like